There's something very important that we need to know and understand about how we operate as people. Our life experiences, our perceptions of the same, and the emotions attached to those experiences play a key role in our behavior when it comes to encountering the same situations in the future. Let us understand this with the help of an example. Let's go back to our school days. I'm sure everybody had a teacher whom they were fearful of. So the mere thought of knowing that the next lecture will be conducted by a teacher with whom we've had some unfinished business in the past is enough to start triggering a response from our central nervous system. This is because the mind already knows from its captured memory that now there's going to be time for trouble. Subsequently, our heartbeat starts racing. We start experiencing some sort of anxiety or restlessness. There is a pit in the stomach. And we know that we are going to falter more than we naturally would. This is actually the body's natural defense mechanism by way of producing the stress hormone called cortisol. We need this hormone to get into fight or flight mode so that whatever the impending danger might be coming our way, we may be able to find a way out of it. The problem begins when cortisol gets out of hand, which means we get so stressed that instead of fighting or taking a flight, we might just freeze and wouldn't know what to do. We may feel restless, powerless, and start losing control over our limbs also, literally. When it comes to labor and vaginal childbirth, the fear of the unknown coupled with our own ignorance on the subject makes matters worse for us. The irony is that the term that is generally used is labor pain. Now, when the term itself uses the word pain, obviously our brain is going to take it as a sign of threat and something to start preparing against. See, that is what the body's natural defense mechanism kicks in and does for us for our survival. If we only educate ourselves and know better on the subject, we will be better equipped not just to handle the body but also our emotions very well in times of labor. Recently, I asked one of my pregnant students and her husband to tell me everything that they know about labor. Their instant response was, from whatever we've seen in the movies, we know for sure that it is extremely painful and unbearable. With that kind of limited and distorted understanding of the subject, it is obvious that we are going to be very fearful and even want to avoid it. That is why a lot of women who have absolutely safe, risk-free pregnancies also opt for a C-section rather than trying to give labor and vaginal childbirth a shot. When we educate ourselves better, when we understand the female body's constitution and how it is designed for natural childbirth, we will not only be better equipped to know and follow the body's instincts, but also keep our emotions in check while in labor. Here are a few facts about the female body and how it functions during pregnancy. And knowing these will help us with taking a positive outcome towards labor and how we go through it. Point number 1. The uterus is made of extremely strong and flexible muscles. With every contraction, the uterus shrinks upon the baby to propel it towards the cervix and then towards the vaginal opening, thereby facilitating a natural childbirth. There's a very special hormone called relaxin that plays different functions during pregnancy. In fact, relaxin is a hormone that is produced in the female body from time to time, especially during the follicular phase. This is because one of the functions of relaxin is to ensure that the fertilized egg gets implanted into the endometrium. During pregnancy, apart from ensuring this, relaxin also makes sure that the placenta gets developed correctly. There's an interesting fact that most of us do not know about. Between menarche to menopause, the uterus keeps contracting regularly. Some women experience this very acutely as period cramps during their periods. But most of these contractions are so mild that we don't even know that our uterus is contracting. What happens during pregnancy is that in the early stages, the hormone relaxin makes sure that these contractions do not occur or they are so mild that they should not result in a premature delivery. In the later stages of pregnancy, primarily in the third trimester, the relaxant changes in scope. Now its role is to loosen up the bones, the muscles and the ligaments of the pelvis so that it is in a position to flex to facilitate natural childbirth. Point number 3. If a woman stays relaxed during labor and does not take any painkillers, then the body naturally produces another miraculous hormone called endorphin. Endorphins are natural painkillers. Because the body knows that it has to create a new life, it has to give birth naturally, the body will automatically start producing this hormone in great quantities, and this itself will help the woman in coping with the labor. To conclude, the body is not only designed for childbirth, but also it creates these processes within itself in keeping with the demands of the time so that we are able to produce a new life without any complication. Instead of fearing labor and vaginal childbirth, here are 5 things that every pregnant woman needs to do. Number 1. She needs to eat nutritious food so that she is able to provide her body with the strength and vigor that it requires, and also to nurture the child growing within herself. Number 2. During pregnancy, a woman's body undergoes enormous changes. To be able to cope with this and to make sure that she stays agile till the last day, she should stay active throughout her pregnancy unless recommended otherwise by her doctor due to some medical reasons. Number 3. Every pregnant woman should practice prenatal yoga and garb sanskar under the guidance of a certified therapist. Number 4. Every pregnant woman should engage in activities prescribed by the science of garb sanskar. This helps enormously in bonding with one's to-be baby and also makes sure that the baby has holistic development and also intellectual capacity to begin with. Number 5. It is very important that every pregnant woman takes care of her mental and emotional well-being. This is important not just for her but also for the life budding inside her. This will also make sure that if she comes across any negative feedback or hears stories about people's difficulty with labor, she is able to maintain her calm and balance and know that no two deliveries, no two experiences of labor, no two pregnancies are the same. This way she will be able to have a fresh start and not go in with perceived fear in her mind and body. Team Adya Shakti wishes you a very healthy pregnancy and a wholesome labor and vaginal childbirth experience. Do give it a try. In case of any risk whatsoever, your doctor will advise you to go for a C-section. Irrespective of which process you choose to bring your baby into this world, go into it with an open mind and trust your body.